Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Darnice going live, trying to get the shot right here. It's my first time doing the live. Not in my usual spot, but anyway, I just wanted to come on here and follow up. Some people had some questions for me. This is so going to bother me, y'all. um, all right, we're just going to go with that. Some people expressed an interest from my last video. Into my last video, I had an announcement about doing a New Year program, getting set up for our spiritual and magical New Year. And I mentioned last time that I'm back on to talk about that. If you all let me know that you wanted to have that. And so some people have been commenting, yes, you do want to have that with me, the January boot camp kind of course that we will do, a little mini course, because, I really believe in helping people get set up for a powerful new year. People get caught up in their resolutions, and then by February 1st they're over and done with those. And so I'm not about that life, rather I am about that life which helps us get set up powerfully. So this go live is really just for me to give you a little bit more information on it. So this is December 1st. We essentially have 30 days to start eliminating things from 2018 and getting our minds right and getting our intention set up properly for 2019. So there's some cleansing work that needs to be done. There's some, energetic healing, some protection work that needs to be done. So if you want to do this boot camp with me, and if you are a little unclear about what that is, I'm going to give you a link where you can read more about that. But if you know that you really want to get your year set up using your own spirituality, using your own magic, the kind of things that I talk about on here, and you want my guidance to help you do that, then that's what I'm setting up for January. And it's just going to be a number of modules. So I'll just say, what you can expect. There will be a number of modules. I'm not exactly sure how many. There might be, I'm thinking 4 to 6 modules. I use teachable.com as a platform. So what happens is I upload a number of teachings to Teachable. Once you have enrolled as a student, you will have access to those modules. In addition, you will have some live sessions with me, not on YouTube Live, but probably on Zoom, again, for enrolled students. So it's not just on here on YouTube for free. Yes, there will be an enrollment fee, but it's very reasonable. But we have to really decide to invest in ourselves. And sometimes when people don't invest anything, they don't value it. And believe me, I know, because I've been doing this for a long time. I've been coaching people for a long time, and I've given away freebies in the past, and people just don't take it seriously. They say, oh, sure, Dr. Darnice, I'm going to come, or I'm going to be on the call, or I'm going to do this or that. And they don't make it a priority to show up, which, for me, has one set of ramifications, but it's really for you, because you're the one saying that you want to do something different. You want to have some real powerful results in your life. And I want you to have that too. But you've got to really show up for that. And you've got to invest yourself in that. You've got to want that. You've got to put your money where your mouth is. So it's not going to be a lot of money. Let's just say, if it's $100, is that too much money for you to invest in your new year? I don't think so. So you'll have 4 to 6 modules, meaning you'll have some very practical, hands-on teachings from me, how to get yourself set up. What do you need? What are your resources? What crystals do you need? What candles do you need? How do you release old things? How do you get rid of this or that? How do you get rid of the person who, your ex, who you can't get over? What are the obstacles that are keeping you from moving forward? What are the rituals you can do to help yourself? And then what are the things you can do moving forward so that you have the kind of prosperity, overall abundance, new love. I call it whole life abundance, really. Whole life abundance. Is that what you want going forward? This is a crazy world we live in now, and we really just have to get ourselves together. We can't really count on other people. We can't count on the government systems or whatever it is out here. Can't count on our religious institutions. We have to be empowered ourselves, right? And since you are on here, subscribe to my channel, I'm going to assume that you are looking for ways to be more personally empowered. And I'm happy to bring you that. But again, you've got to commit, you've got to invest yourself, you've got to invest a little bit of money, and you've got to show up to do the work that I provide for you. And just a little bit of an aside, yesterday in my class, in my African American religions class that I teach in the university, I was having a similar conversation with them because I was talking to them about esoteric and metaphysical traditions. And because that's who I am, I always like to at least weave something of that in for these young people, right? These are my students in this class are about 19 to 20 years old. And they hear me go on and on about all these different religions and whatever, and a lot of it goes over their heads. And I want to give them something like these esoteric principles, these metaphysical principles to help them empower themselves. And so I said to them, this work, these esoteric traditions and metaphysical traditions require mentorship, require you deciding to be an apprentice under someone. Yeah, you can be a solitary witch. Yeah, you can do things on your own. You can learn things on your own. But isn't it better when you have a coach and a mentor to tell you go left and not right? That's what the whole mystery schools, that's what they were about. And we're helping people learn these traditions that's not commonplace. These things are not commonplace. You already know that. The things that are commonplace are our institutional religions. And you could go to anybody's church or temple or mosque and get those teachings if that's what you want. But because you're here following my channel, I really think that you want something more. So that means you've got to invest yourself. So I was telling my students, right, this is the interior work. This is the kind of life-altering, transformational kind of self-actualization and self-awareness that no one can give to you. Right? So I'll say that for you all as well. Nobody can give this kind of enlightenment to you. You have to invest yourself in it. You have to be willing to do what it takes to awaken yourself, right? When people say, oh, I want to know how to do this. I want to know how to do that. Or what ritual do I need for that? What color candle do I burn for that? Well, you have to invest yourself in knowing how those things work and not just look for somebody to tell you, okay, this, and this, here's a list and bye. You need somebody to say, this is the way you do this. This is the kind of intention you need. This is how many times to do it. This is the best time of day or part of the month to do it. It needs to be an ongoing self-actualization process. And so, as I was telling them, they kind of just stare at me, and because they want easy answers always, right? They always want, just to tell them what's going to be on the exam, what is the answer? And I tell them, spirituality is not like that. They're of a mindset, I'm spiritual and not religious. And I always press them, what does that even mean when you say that you are spiritual and not religious? Okay, that's fine, but what does that mean? What is your spirituality? What is your spirituality? What does that look like? And then typically they will say to me, oh, it just means that I'm a nice person and I try to do good things. I help people when I can. I'm like, okay, where is your grounding? Do you have any sort of grounding in any type of, at least a religion that you left, some scriptures that you're familiar with? Do you know who Jesus even was? And you'd be surprised. This age group no. Shocking. Like they call themselves a Christian. They don't know what that means to even reject it. So anyway, don't get me on a tangent about that. What I'm here really to do is to follow up and give you all some more information and say, We're going to do some work in January. It's part of my coaching program that I run every January called First 31. That's a month-long program that I run with my coaching clients, but that's not what this one will be. This will be a very specialized one for those of you who've been subscribed to me here who say, yeah, I want to learn to use my spirituality and my magic to help manifest the things that I want to see in my 2019. You're not like other people, right? You want to do something a little different. You want to be empowered. You want to use these things that you have learned about. You want to learn more religion, magic, and conjure. I'm happy to be your coach along that way. So, what we're going to do is um, starting around the end of December, I'm going to do um, some teachings with you on how you can start releasing, because we got to make way. We got to clean up. We got to make way for what we're getting ready to do in January. So when you enroll, you'll get access to a set of orientation videos. And those are going to tell you this is what you do to start decluttering and spiritually cleansing. This is how you start protection rituals for what you're about to do. I'm going to tell you the resources that you need to get. You're going to need some particular books and resources. Yes, it's a class. It's a little mini class, and you will need some resources. You will need to invest your time because this is your life, right? Um, so I'm going to give you that in the orientation so that you have time to order the books or wherever you get them and be ready so that in January you'll be ready to hit the ground running. So that's how this is going to work. So I'm going to give you the link to where you can find out how to enroll in the course. We've got a little time yet before we start because, as I said, the modules will be available the end of December. So probably that weekend right before Christmas, somewhere around the 20th, 23rd, you'll have access to the orientation videos that will tell you how to get set up. That'll tell you what you need for January. That'll tell you what rituals you might want to start thinking about. One thing I'll tell you right now, something that I'm working with, think of a word or a theme for your new year for 2019. What do you want to bring into your life for 2019? What is the spirit you want to bring in? What is the essence of who you want to be? Who are you growing into? What do you want to release? What is it time to let go of? That's our December work. You enroll the end of December, you'll get the orientations that will go more into detail about those things. Come January, we will have kind of made a clean slate. We'll start with the new in January. As I said, there'll be 4 to 6 modules available to you in January. And then you will have additionally some live sessions with me. I typically use Zoom for that. And so once you're enrolled, you'll get all of that, the links and everything so that you know when and where that's going to happen. It won't just be spontaneous like this. You'll know when I'm going to go live so that you can join me for those mini live sessions. Those will be probably about 30 minutes or so. And I'll be available to you, almost like my office hours, where you can ask me specific questions and like that. So in addition to the recorded modules, you also have some, at least 2 of those live sessions with me. So that's what I wanted to come on here and give you. I see that my subscribers have grown. We're over 700 people now. So thank you all. I'm very happy to see that. Thank you for the growth. Thank you for continuing to share and subscribe and to leave me good comments. And I'm going to, I guess I will be able to put in the link here somewhere, the link to where you can find out more information on Teachable and sign up. Get yourself signed up early because we're already in December, right? So what are we waiting for? All right, this is Dr. Darnese signing off from my first live stream. And I will be back with a video in the next probably day 2 or 3. And, I'll be certainly reminding you about the course that's going to start in December and into January. All right, bye for now.